All right, guys, this is on adding and subtracting with scientific notation. Just to make sure you get in a sense of it, write this note on the top. You're going to write everything in normal standard notation. Normal, again, means standard notation, all right? So the first problem you have, let's just write this in normal notation. If I have 1.2 times 10 to the second, I'm going to go over 2 spots, okay? So it's going to be 120. So that number is 120, all right? Plus 5.7 times 10 to the second, 2 spots, 1, 2, and that number is 570, all right? You're allowed to use a calculator for these, okay? So 120 plus 570 gives me 690, all right? Now, today, when eventually you do play a Jeopardy battle, it's going to ask you if it's going to be put in standard notation, which this would be standard, or you may have to put this back into scientific notation, which means your decimal goes right after the first number, 6.9, and that's times 10 to the 6.9 times 10 to the 1, 2, 2. So both these are the answer, but you need to realize which one is it asking for. Does it need it in scientific notation or does it need it in standard notation? All right. If it was an answer, if it was A, B, C, or D, and you didn't see this, but you saw this, you would pick that. But if you didn't see this, but you saw this answer, you would pick that one. Okay. All right. Number 2. Same idea, but now instead of adding, you're going to be subtracting. 6.7. All right. Times 10 to the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so that answer actually is 670,000 minus, what's this one going to be, 2.3? 2.3 over 1 over 2 minus 230. Okay, so again, you're allowed to use your calculator. So go ahead and try that out. 670,000 minus 230. You're going to get 669,770. And I like this number because we're going to talk about this needs to eventually get changed into scientific notation as well. I'm going to move it down since I'm running out of room. Your paper can look different. Where does my decimal go? It always goes right after the first decimal or first number. So it's going to be 6.6. But do I include all these other numbers? You do. And guess what? You would also include numbers, even if there was a 0 in between all these numbers, you always include all of your regular integers that are non-zeros, okay? Always include that. You can leave that 0 off if it's at the end, and then you're going to go times 10 to the, let's count it out. If my decimal's here, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right? And there's my answer. Either way, both answers are acceptable. All right, now we get a little tricky because this one has a bunch of negatives, all right? So that's going to be 5, and the decimal's here, right, after 5, and you're going to go -4. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's your actual number, 0.0005, plus 9.5, -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0.00095. All right, so you're going to add those two together. That's an addition sign, guys. And use your calculator. You're going to get 0.0005 plus 0.00095. And I get 0.00, I'll put it over here. I get this answer, 0.00145. All right, where does my decimal go? Right after the first number right there. So my decimal is actually 1.45 times 10 to the -1, -2, -3. Okay. The rest are going to be on your own. I will tell you right now, this 10 to the 0, we didn't really talk about it. All it means is it's canceled out. Nothing's there. So your answer is just going to be 6.3. That's all it means. That's all it means. The 0 just cancels out the 10. It doesn't do anything to the 6.3. That just stays the same. All right. Your homework tonight will be 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. On 8, how far is it in total? When you see how far in total, you're going to add. All right. Do the best you can. If you want to finish the backside for extra credit, actually, my kids have the backside. My students, sorry, Mr. Mundos do not. Don't even worry about that. We'll just stop the video now.